and welcome on this lovely Cinco de Mayo evening that you won't be watching this on Cinco de Mayo.
That would be a lot.
No. I am here, joined with the two lovely hosts of Bourbon and Blondes. We have Abby and Elena. Did I say it right?
You got it.
Boom.
Yes.
There's always Elena and Alana. That's where
it's a lot.
I jack it up.
I respond to, hey, fuckhead, whatever. Whatever comes first.
So we've got these two wonderful women exploring hot dogs with me, but they are going to put me into the world of bourbons, whiskey.
Yeah. Oh, all of it. The brown water.
Ooh, I like that. Brown water. Okay.
Yep.
So we're going to be diving into this. So tonight we are going to be doing a hot dog pairing, courtesy of Doggy Max. Thank you, Chef B. We love you.
Yes, thank you, Chef B.
Thank you.
And they are going to be pairing whiskeys. I don't know do I say whiskeys? Do I say bourbon?
Whiskey's is good.
Okay.
So bourbon is whiskey, but not all whiskey is bourbon.
Okay.
So if you hit it with whiskeys, you're covering everything.
So it's like the whole tequila and mezcal thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
And Weenies and Whiskeys has more of a flow.
Weenies and bourbon.
Yeah. So I also want to highlight really quick, Abby is just digging ways into my heart. If there's a way to zoom in on her earrings at some point.
How about this? When we're done, I'll just go like right in front of the camera.
All up in the grill of the...
What's funny is my hairstylist had those on, and we're both friends with Christina Cheeseman, which is my hairstylist, and she had those, which is from a local shop here in St. Louis, and you saw them, and you're like, oh, I need these for the show. Like,
they're perfect.
Yeah, 2 weeks ago, she's like, I'm ordering them right now. It was like 1 o'clock in the morning. We were out drinking. She's like, I'm ordering them right now.
Need them.
Yeah.
So, what y'all... I want to tell the people too. I mean, what is Bourbon and Blondes? Tell us all about this podcast you two have.
Oh God, it's a hot mess, really, on a good day.
just on a good day, yes. So we met like 2.5 years ago.
Yep.
And
at a salsa club.
Was it La Viva?
No.
I was just recently invited to there, and I've been hearing a lot of hype about this place.
I went to, so Viva is in the Central West End. You've been there. Yeah, it's more of a basement salsa club.
It's like an underground club.
Yeah.
Okay. Mm-hmm.
It's Dos Salsas, which is off Wash Ave.
Okay.
And this was like 3 years ago.
Is this still open?
It is, yeah.
Oh, wow.
Because I saw somebody that I don't know.
Feels like we should go after this.
Maybe. I mean, it's appropriate. I feel like it's a good day for salsa dancing. I had met Abby before, and she like comes in, and you may have already been drunk already, and I was already drunk.
I don't really remember any of the story. Every time you tell it, I'm like,
I've got great video.
I'm learning a new piece every single time I hear it. Yeah.
That's pretty much half my life.
Yeah.
What did I do last night? What happened? And she's just like dancing and like picking guys up from the couch, and she's like, and she's like just dancing with them and get out. I was like, who is this chick? I was like,
no one knows. Kick her out.
And then we met up like a few weeks later after that, and at Brennan's, and we were joking. We both liked bourbon. Not a lot of like our girlfriend circle had liked bourbon or talked about bourbon, and we're like, we're hilarious. We have great stories. We should start a podcast.
I feel like that's how every podcast starts. Like,
it is.
We're funny. Let's talk about it.
Yeah. Let everybody else know how funny we are.
Not that anyone ever cares, but
I mean,
we liked it.
Some people do.
Some people listen, so we're doing something right.
You just need one. That's all you need. Is just one.
I know. It's a hell of a first episode when you record, because you're like, is anyone I'm literally talking to no one the first episode. Like no one. I
have an audience of zero. Yeah.
This is my audience.
Yeah.
He's not going to show himself. Put up the little beaver again. Was it a beaver, woodchuck? Yeah.
He's back there laughing. He's enjoying this. There's a reason he's here, right?
But yeah, so that's like us in a nutshell. We've been doing it for 2.5 years. Like once we realized the website and the podcast like name was available, we got it.
Sort of hit the ground running, and now we're doing tastings and we're doing events and we're still doing the podcast. It's kind kind of crazy.
Yeah.
Lot of juggling.
I follow the socials. Y'all stay on the go for sure.
Yeah, it's like our education journey in the world of whiskey.
Yeah, okay.
And bourbon.
And I've listened. I'm late to the game, but I'm like into the first season, and so I do like the setup that y'all have. You have like your word that ties into the episode.
Yeah.
And, I've been sending it to different girlfriends of mine. Like, you need to listen to this. Listen to that word. Listen to the word. The word of the episode.
Word. Understand the word.
I need you to hear this.
Clarity. You need clarity.
Exactly. No, so it's a great podcast. If you haven't listened, check it out.
Thanks.
All of you.
All you listeners.
I know if you eat hot dogs, then I know you drink. So
It's a
thing?
win.
I think the two go hand in hand.
Okay.
I mean, every time we film, I'm either drunk or well on my way to being there by the time we're done. So
Yeah, same with us.
Yeah. Yeah. There's a couple of
It
times.
just happens a lot faster because it's like 100 proof alcohol.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. So, as you can tell, these are very vibrant women. And they're wonderful.
Thank you.
Wonderful.
You're wonderful.
Oh, thanks. So, I think we're going to dive in. We're going to give some, like, I don't have history on these hot dogs. I just got a base talking about these. But we're going to dig in. So, I think what we're going to do, step in if it works better. We're going to pick a hot dog.
Have some whiskey.
Have some whiskey. Also, before we start, how do you pair a whiskey with something?
Oh.
How do you pair anything with something? How does that work?
I don't know. I think it's really dependent on a lot of things. Like, you could be going for a mood pairing. You could be going for a flavor pairing. You could be going for a contrasting pairing. It's just kind of...
See, I just
really
pick up
what
a beer,
you want.
and I'm like, I'm going to drink this beer tonight.
Well, that's a pairing. And it's a mood pairing. It's a mood pairing.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's a mood based.
Yeah.
It's like
I'm a professional.
I feel like I'm more mood based pairing. What do you like?
But I'm also like a mood taste person.
Yeah.
So like if I'm in a mood, I want this level of taste, or I want this type of taste, things like that. So that's how I go for it. I know there are a lot of people in the whiskey world, they do certain whiskeys with chocolate and certain whiskeys with meat and certain whiskeys with fruit or cheese, like wine kind of thing.
Okay.
The best part about pairing, in my opinion, is it can be whatever you want it to be.
Okay. So, how do you like your hot dog?
How do I like it?
Yeah.
I'm a butterflied hot dog kind of person.
Okay, so split down the middle.
Lots of mustard.
Ooh, I knew I liked
And
it.
I like raw onion usually.
I'm coming around to raw onions since I've been eating so many hot dogs. Really not big on raw onions, but, coming around to them.
Yeah.
Okay.
These are very, very fancy compared to
Yeah.
what I'm used to.
Okay.
Same.
Trashy hot dogs.
Yeah. Mhm.
Okay, I got you.
I had a pastrami dog at the stadium the other day, and I had never had a pastrami dog. Like, it was pastrami on top of hot dog. I like mine filled with as much shit as possible. Like just onions and whatever sauce that they put on top. All the sauces.
Just give it
and,
to me.
yeah,
Douse
all
it.
of it.
I dig it.
It was delicious. Yeah, I like meat on meat.
Meat on meat.
Yeah.
I like
Yeah,
that.
I like bacon. Oh, the bacon wrap ones.
Mhm. Yeah, not against that.
No.
I'm a big just mustard. That's it. Mustard. Or chili cheese. Those are like my two favorites. I'm coming around to Chicago dogs. I don't hate them. I don't hate them. But I've always had a weird relationship with tomatoes.
Oh, yeah.
Tomatoes
I
are
like-
easy to have weird relationships with, though.
Yeah.
I like the relish though. I like pickles and yeah.
So we've got, if y'all are texture eaters, we've got a lot of texture going on these hot dogs.
So much.
I'm gonna give you guys a glimpse of what we got on these
Drop 'em, I like
glizzies.
my dog's eating it.
I won't. So we've got, can you see them okay? So we've got right here where my middle finger's wiggling, we've got a Chicago dog. In the middle, we've got a Coney dog. And then coming in last, we've got the Seattle dog. Not last in my life, but just last on this plate. Coney dog.
Just make sure it's loved,
Oh, yes.
Not in last
There's
place
cream
in your
cheese
heart.
on that thing.
Yeah.
I love it already.
Big
So,
fan.
do we have a hot dog y'all want to start with?
Seattle?
Yeah, you want to start? Go. So
Left to right?
Yeah, we're gonna do left to right because this is highest proof or lowest proof to highest proof. So
Okay.
gonna
You're
build
gonna
our way
ease it in.
You're
We'll ease
gonna
her in and then-
intermittently watch me get sloshed because I haven't ate all day.
Oh, let's get it in.
This is
So
gonna be great.
we're gonna dive in. Hello, Seattle. Can we get copyrighted if I'm just singing it? I am. Take
What
me.
are you singing?
Owl City.
No, I think you're good if you're singing it.
Take me
On YouTube?
Y'all, this bacon, right here.
Yeah. So on this hot dog, a Seattle dog, we've got cream cheese, sauteed onions, bring out some of that sweetness. We've got jalapenos, bacon, and some kind of mustard. Brown mustard, spicy brown mustard, Dijon. Dijon mustard. So we've got a lot of savory and sweet on here.
When's your birthday?
August 30th.
I'm gonna give you some Chardonnay mustard. That's literally my fucking favorite thing.
Okay.
Yeah, Chardonnay mustard is so good.
You guys.
They've already been into it. All right.
Sorry, we did not wait.
Okay.
We're hungry.
We don't hesitate. We're just going in.
You haven't eaten.
It's
and
fine. Y'all, I don't know. Well, I'm sure if you watch this, you've already seen my review of Doggy Max. That's who supplied these hot dogs. And
Hell yeah.
you know that, like, he knows what he's doing. So if y'all had to rate these on a scale of 1 to 5 buns, what would you give it? And we can do points. Something
I would
point
say
whatever buns.
4.3.
Okay.
Yeah.
4.3.
I'm with you on that. This is delicious. And this may actually be my favorite, so I may say 4.5.
And let's preface it by saying Elena doesn't do dairy, so hers doesn't have cream cheese, which is still a high rating.
Yeah. No, it's because of the salty. I'm a salt-driven human being, so the saltiness of the bacon, the saltiness of the hot dog, they grilled the onions, you've got the cream cheese on it, and then the jalapenos on top of it, and I love mustard too, so, I mean, 10 out of 10.
There's nothing bad about this.
Nothing bad.
This hot dog is good. Okay. So if I opened up some swanky hot dog whiskey bar,
Well, I would invest in that.
what whiskey am I pairing with this Seattle dog?
So we went with Angel's Envy,
Okay.
which is gonna be port wine finish. So it's got sort of like a drier finish. It's pretty mild. It's only 80 proof. We paired it with the Seattle dog because it balances out against the jalapeno spice.
Okay.
So it's gonna be a more mild whiskey flavor to the jalapeno spice.
Okay.
And Angel's Envy is one of my favorites. Like, it's one of my favorites if people say I'm new in the whiskey world. Like, what should I try? Me and Abby
It's
both.
good entry level.
Yeah, me and Abby love anything finished in a wine barrel, and this is in a port wine barrel,
Yeah.
so it's got a little bit of, like, more of a sweetness finish to it.
I see you, Bubba.
Aged between 4 and 6 years, so it's aged
Yeah.
for a decent amount of time.
So is the flavor dictated on what kind of barrels it's aged in?
That contributes a lot to it. So you've got two major factors that contribute to the flavor profile of a whiskey. You've got its mash bill.
Okay.
So the mix of grains that are distilled. So typically bourbon's going to be 51% corn. Whiskey's going to be a combination of corn, rye, barley, all of those. That contributes a little. And then the wood that it's aged in contributes a lot. And what they do is they typically char the inside of a barrel to
I just watched a video on
yeah?
that. Yeah.
Look at you. So it brings out a lot of the wood sugars and it interacts with the whiskey, the distilled spirit as it's aging, which gives it its color mostly
Okay.
and imparts a ton of flavor.
I know she said wood sugars, but don't go chewing on wood, y'all.
Yeah, not the same.
I know. Stick to hot dogs.
So do you do this like wine? Do I take a bite of this hot dog and then let it simmer in with the hot dog and like shake it around?
I would not do that.
Okay.
But you can do whatever you want to. No, you can do whatever you
So
want.
typically, full experience on the tasting of a pour of whiskey, you gotta keep your mouth open while you breathe in your nose a little. Just a little.
I know. It feels weird. I usually put like my lip on it and just take like an inhale breath,
Just
like
a
a
gentle
yoga, like a
inhale.
slight yoga breath, like a.
If you're not used to it, you might smell a little bit of orange, some citrus, maybe some caramels in there. Those are pretty common. They're gonna be Nala. Can you please? Sorry, she's out here.
Some tunes.
I know. And then you just gotta do a little sip, let it roll through your mouth, and
Okay.
that's all.
Yeah, usually like when you take the first sip, let it slosh through your mouth, gulp.
Don't do like the swish that you do with mouthwash. Just
Yeah,
kinda
not like a.
let it
Slowly
sit
go
that-
back.
yeah.
Okay.
And then the second is usually where you get a majority of that taste. Sometimes the
second
first,
sip.
Sometimes
Okay.
the first time because of higher proof, it's like a little bit of kick to the teeth. This one's super smooth. I don't think it's a kick to the teeth at all. But what are your thoughts?
Maybe I need to get better about figuring out flavors. It just tastes like
No, you don't.
whiskey. But it does taste good.
Time. That comes in time.
It does taste good.
Mm-hmm.
Try it. Did you do a second sip? Try it on
Not
the
yet.
second sip and see if you get more flavor on the second one.
So Elena, for the watchers, the viewers, what are our main flavors that we can pick up?
I get like a baking spice, chocolate, kind of like a cherry.
I get cherry,
cherry,
a little bit of cherry in there.
Mm-hmm. What do you think?
Yeah, like what the fuck
What
are
do
you
you
talking
think?
about? This for me is cherries. I taste cherries and okay.
I'm just gonna.
What you should do is if you're done with it, just
Right.
Shouldn't even worry about wearing a bra. Just let
fuck
go.
it.
You know what? Usually I don't, but I had to cut a lot of men's hair today, so
that's
it.
Well,
I don't know. Is that code word for something, or you have to literally cut a lot
I
of
think
men's hair?
no, I do cut men's hair.
Oh, okay. That makes sense. I was like,
So there's a fine line of like being appropriate and then
just having your boobs hanging in
like
everyone's
let
head.
me. That's how it goes.
Got you.
Yeah, this one for me is cherries. It's
Yeah.
very sweet, very mild.
Mm-hmm.
Nothing wild about
Good
it.
finish.
Okay, I know this isn't Irish whiskey, and I know it's Cinco de Mayo.
But
So I haven't touched whiskey since a few St. Patty's days ago. Well, a few times since I've lived here, but St. Patty's Day, the year before I moved here, or the year that I moved here in 2018, I went to a party, and we already were drinking at the bar. I walked into this house. I was feeling lonely because I was like, no one's going home with me. And there's a bottle of Jameson sitting on the table. It's like one of the ones that's like this size. I don't know sizes. And it's probably about that full. And I pick it up, and my friends are like, don't do it, don't do it. And I just... To the head. And I don't know if you've ever had one of those moments where you stop and you go, I can't reverse this. I fucked up. That is
I sure did that.
the exact moment I had, and like in my head I'm like telling my friends like enjoy the ride, and
Like, just don't let me die.
yeah, it was not beautiful. I remember like I have a video of me on Snapchat just looking in the mirror, not looking in the, looking at my phone crying. I'm making, and you can tell I'm like after my friend carried me inside the house, I'm like just on one, walking around eating McDonald's barefoot at this party. Like,
Yeah.
I had
That
also ate
sounds
Long John
amazing.
Silver's earlier in the day, and I know that homeowner did not appreciate seeing that in his driveway.
Well,
Was it the aftermath of the Long John Silver's or just the...
It was the aftermath of the drinking.
Oh,
yeah. That Long John Silver's was dinner, and so
Gotcha.
then dinner
Oh.
came back to haunt.
dinner meant the driveway.
Yeah, and then we also had to go shoot guns. Guns are bad. We went shooting
Like after you had the whole bottle of
the
Jameson?
next day.
Oh.
The next day.
I'm like, that doesn't feel like the right decision.
No.
Yeah, no, the next day
No.
we went to go pew-pew, and I should not have pew-pewed, and I think...
You pew-pewed too much the
I
day
think
before.
exactly. I think the Clovis, New Mexico weather knew it because the gun range, like, we got, like, 2 rounds in, and then they were like, it's too windy. I was like, thank you, Lord. So that's really the last time I've touched whiskey, although I don't think any of these are Irish whiskeys.
No.
So
These are all American.
Yeah.
I tend to stick
Here we are.
That butcher
Yeah.
hit hard.
to the tequila. This is my thing. I'm not smart about it, but I
Look,
I
you
drink
gotta
it.
you gotta do what you like. Guys, I can't get enough of this.
Yeah, this one's...
So
this
we've
one's
got. Now pick it up. Angel's Envy with the Seattle dog.
good. They call it Angel's Envy because barrels lose, was it 5% a year on what they call Angel's share from the evaporation from the heat in the rick house and the expansion of the barrels. And that is where the name Angel's Envy comes from. It's in downtown Louisville. It's an awesome tour. It's a good time. It's got some good stuff.
I got some good stuff.
Got good stuff.
All right. So moving on, we've got. Do you call it the? I've seen Detroit Coney, and I've also seen Michigan Coney.
I thought it was a
The
Coney
box said
Island.
Michigan Coney.
Oh, it's not Coney Island?
It's Michigan.
Educate us on this a little.
Okay.
Because I was also thinking, like,
Coney Island. That's what
Yeah.
I was thinking.
What I do know is at one point Michigan kind of took it over. I know that there's like for sure 2 like rival hot dog places in
really.
They share a building.
Oh well, that's fucked
It's
up.
like
Who
a
made
wall.
that choice?
So apparently, legend has it, the family owned both sides of it, and then one person sold the other side, and so someone else completely owns it. So they're in rival for like who has the best coney. I know that like the chili that they use for like conies out there, it has like mustard in it. It's like has a little bit of spice to it too. I don't know what kind of.
Lafayette, Coney Island, I think.
That's where it is. That's where those rivals are.
The Kiro brothers opened it.
Mm-hmm.
Wait, so brothers are competing? Or are they?
They're
brothers...
dead now.
Oh well,
so,
all right.
And so
1917.
Yeah, and so one of them,
oops,
as it got passed down, one of them sold his side, and so now it's just like one side's still family owned, and the other side is these like randoms who own it, and so they're like, we've got the best coney. But there's like something specific to the chili. I know, y'all. I should know this. It's me. I'm not that prepared.
We don't have to know everything.
You learn along the way.
I also eat Sonic Coney chili cheese dogs.
Oh,
That's
that
my
sounds
chili
amazing.
cheese dogs.
I mean,
but
that sounds like I should not
it's
be
pretty
far
much
from home.
compromised of chili,
not lying.
raw onions, and cheese. Occasionally there's mustard. Sometimes there's mustard in the chili. We have no mustard. I knew this was going to be like a BYOM situation, but I didn't BYOM.
I don't even know if I have mustard in the fridge.
I can live without it.
It's still good with the cheese.
With the vegan cheese? Mm-hmm. Okay.
I don't ever eat beans. That's delicious.
You ever seen this many girls dig into some hot dogs?
There's definitely going to be an OnlyFans page. I'm here for it. Subscribe for $99.99.
Boom.
Mm-hmm. I was not thinking I would like this at all.
Really? Why so?
I'm like a little bit of a snob when it comes to chili.
Okay.
And I only like the kind that I make.
Oh. Why?
Because I make it. And
Well,
it's
what do you put in it that's different?
Well, chili's different. Everybody interprets it differently. Mine is beef, like 3 different kinds of beans, and tomato paste. And you just simmer it, and it's delicious. And I add a lot of spice to it, so it's hot.
Yeah, I like hot
So I'm very, like, picky about my chili. And I always get, like, skeptical of putting chili on hot dogs. I'm like, I don't know how I feel about it. I'm here for this, though.
How many buns? I didn't mean to cut you.
No, I said this is delicious. That's all I was saying.
What would you rate it?
Like a 4.1 from the 4.5.
You don't have to hold back.
Yeah, I don't really like beans that much. Like, I like more of the texture of onions and jalapenos and bacon, but this is, I mean, it's still delicious. I thought when I saw this on a plate, I was like, 3 hot dogs, I'm not going to fucking eat it. Oh. We're eating it. I'm going to Pound Town.
You're going in. So, what do we have paired with this?
We have Weller Special Reserve. It's this bottle here in the middle. It is our pairing. I don't know if there's really a rhyme or a reason to this, but Weller is a wheated bourbon.
Okay.
So it's got a corn content, it's got a wheat content, so it makes it sort of sweeter.
Okay.
Which is gonna pair really well, I think, with the chili.
Yeah.
I know the whole thing where people put, like, chocolate in their chili and stuff, so maybe...
What?
Yeah, I've seen that. Not a fan.
That was new to me moving here. Thought that was kind of weird.
So what's weird is I did a chili cook-off, and I'm always the healthy one when I do anything.
Literally anything.
Yes.
The fact that you're eating hot dogs right now is very shocking.
It actually is hilarious. I eat hot dogs like once a year, and
now you're having 3.
3, and I've already had 1 this year. So, and it's
gonna be a good year.
It's May, so
That's a sign of good fortune.
Hopefully, it's a sign of a lot of hot dogs in my future. Anyway,
in all senses.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
And so, what was I saying? Oh, I don't know. I totally lost it. No.
Just keep talking. That's what
There's
happens
something
to me.
about
I keep
the
talking
beans.
and it comes back.
Oh, yeah. No, so, like, the last time I did a chili cook-off, I put, like, a shit ton of veggies in. I actually won, like, the chili cook-off. I had a lot of meat in there. Don't get me wrong. Like, let's, but it had no beans in it.
Mm-hmm.
I know, but everyone liked it the best.
Well,
and
the
they didn't know I
vegetables will
made it.
add a lot of flavor. My sister did that once to her husband. She chopped up zucchini really little and put it in the chili, and he had one bite. He goes, "What the fuck did you do?"
I'd
to
fight
this?"
her. My mom used to try to fool me with turkey meat and spaghetti, and I'm like, I know better. Stop
Just
trying
do
to
beef.
fool me.
Just do beef.
Yeah,
like,
just
beef and pork.
The
Exactly.
standard
That's not-
unhealthy version is all I want.
that's it.
Don't
Yeah.
try and spice it up.
I'm just like a meat and vegetable type of person. Beans don't typically agree with me, and this I think sometimes when I don't eat things, I have like a very orgasmic experience when I'm like I don't ever have hot dogs and bacon. They're so good. So I don't eat bread ever either. So,
Okay.
so it's a full ass experience. I have to
Okay.
put my fat pants on after this.
This is like a whole meal in a bun.
That's what I love about Chef B and his food. It's just
like-
So good.
he's got the perfect build for a hot dog. Cue first video.
First video?
What I like in a hot dog. You've got to have a lot of toppings. I mean, hot dogs taste great on their own, but they're also the perfect food to stack things onto. Like how you said,
Yeah.
I like meat on meat. He made me this weekend a Philly cheesesteak hot dog.
Oh my god, I saw you eating that. I was like, I need that in my life.
I've had roast beef on so many hot dogs. Like, you just can put so much stuff on there, and I think you should emphasize or, I don't know fancy words. You should really hop on the chance to stack things on a hot dog.
You should put your meat on meat anytime you have it.
Yeah.
Rub
Have
it
the
down, a little
opportunity.
cheese.
Chuck, you like putting meat on meat? I know. Speaking. Okay. See, this is getting towards
Are you okay?
like something I might not drink.
So this, I taste more like blueberries.
Exhale after you
and
swallow. Exhale after you swallow.
Just wait
To
till
me,
you-
this is very fruity.
yeah, it's very fruity. It's like a lot of dry fruits. It's blueberry is the biggest thing that I get on this, and I think it's perfect for something
The
with
heavy
beans.
chili.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
butterscotch.
I'm not getting any of this, y'all.
What are you getting?
Whiskey.
Okay. what do you when you think of whiskey? What do you think? Except your one experience, which is in Long John Silver's.
I know.
Guys, look at this bite. It's like,
A nice slant.
It's nice. There you go. Getting in there.
You just gotta go for it.
mm-hmm.
I don't know what I taste. I gotta do better.
So, no.
Don't think like that.
No.
This is the first time you've done like a full tasting.
Yeah.
You don't have to know anything.
You just
My
enjoy
favorite
the
thing
experience.
is, this is what I tell a lot of people who are, excuse me, I'm gonna lick
Just
my hands.
lick it.
Mm-hmm.
We're vaccinated. Touch whatever you want.
Exactly. So this is what I tell people when they first start tasting. You don't need to focus on like the flavors you're picking up right away. Just sip on it, experience it, let the spice roll in and then out. And if you can identify it or pair it with like a memory or a meal that you love, like there's something bringing it out in you, that's the perfect place to start.
Also, do you enjoy it? Do you not enjoy it?
Yeah, because you
Like-
don't have to love it. It can be too
I
much.
enjoy it. You're not gonna catch me like I'm sure this isn't anything you rip shots of, but
I mean, you can. It's not a good idea, though.
Yeah.
I mean, you won't last long.
No.
I mean, I think if I went on a date with a guy who was like, this is what I drink, and I'm like not ready to let him see me drink a lot of tequila, I would take it and I would drink it. I wouldn't frown about it. Maybe on some ice.
Yeah. So what you can do, we gave you a little bottle of water. What you can do is drop a few drops in there from your bottle of water, and it'll open it up and takes away the heat.
We're gonna open it up.
Mm-hmm.
Whiskey's got heat.
It does.
It does.
So if you add in just a little water, yeah, swirl it around. Not like super aggressively.
Get my
but
pinky in there.
pinky's up.
I'm like
But it-
Patrick Star.
So basically what you're doing when you add water is you're proofing down the whiskey. So it's not going to have that heat. It's not going to be the high proof. You're going to be able to potentially get more flavor and be able to experience it a little easier. Is it like nicer on the tongue, easier to swallow?
It's easier to get down. I'm
Mhm.
trying to see if I taste anything.
Mm-hmm. And if you don't, it's okay.
I just think of perfume or
Yeah.
cologne.
Oh, because it's got a lot of like florally
floral
scents.
notes.
Yeah.
Like the lighter fruits. Yeah.
Yes.
Yes. Yes.
Up.
Gonna chase it down with some Bush.
There you go.
That's the only way to do it. It's Missouri style.
Mm-hmm. And it's Bush Light.
Yeah.
Latte. It's the palate cleanser.
This is like a 5-pound hot dog.
What do you rate it?
It's not my chili, so 3.
I was gonna say 3.7.
Oh, you were close.
Yeah, my first one definitely was my favorite. I actually destroyed it to see if I could find any bacon left. I'm like an animal.
You're like, I need the bacon. You can have my bacon. You are more than
Scavenger.
welcome to the bacon.
Yeah, what would you rate the Michigan Tony?
Me?
Yeah.
It's no Sonic, Chef B, but I like it. I like it.
Listen to this.
I don't know, like a 4.2, between 4 buns and 4.2 buns. In the 4s, in the 4 realm, because it's not bad. I'm waiting, y'all. I'm waiting for the day I have a crappy hot dog. I know y'all are like, Tony's being too nice with all these hot dogs, but I promise you they're all good that I've had. I'm not lying. I'm not lying when I say it.
Going into the last one.
Guys, I'm saving a bite of my Seattle dog for the end. It's like a perfect
I know.
compilation
I
of it.
ate
I'm like,
everything off of it already. I'm like scavenger.
I'll be honest, Chicago dogs are like one of my favorite. Oops. One of my favorite.
And which one is this one? The
Chicago.
The Chicago.
Chicago.
So we've got the sport pepper on there. We've got the celery salt, relish, as well as pickles made by Chef B himself.
Is this a sport pepper?
Yes.
Pickles made by him?
Yes.
This looks like a Thai chili. How hot is this gonna get?
Not that hot.
Oh, no, it's great.
They're not
I
hot.
already took a bite of it.
And then and then our tomatoes and our mustard. So we've got the build of the Chicago. His hot dog for the Chicago dog at his place is actually called the F the Cubs dog.
Oh hell yeah.
Yep. Love it.
I don't know baseball, but I do.
You know the Cubs though.
Yeah, stadium. Let me come eat hot dogs there. I know so much baseball. It's called the F the Cubs dog.
You don't have to know a lot about baseball to appreciate baseball because you live in St. Louis. Like, I don't like sports, but I like the Blues and I like,
The Blues
I
was
like
my
the
first
Cards.
hockey game I ever went to. And that's one of the reasons my first trip to St. Louis was meeting up with one of my girlfriends here for a hockey game. Although I was there to root for the Penguins. Penguins won.
Interesting.
But
Where are you from?
New Mexico. We have no hockey there.
Okay.
Do you have ice?
Do you have anything? Like, except a couple of national monuments?
We got tumbleweeds and hot air balloons.
I feel like there's a lot of
and
It's
green
Albuquerque,
chili.
right? Albuquerque, yeah.
And I'm not even from Albuquerque. I got a military base. Military's gonna come and find me, but I'm from a test town. I'm pretty convinced. So
Oh, like a Truman Show type situation?
like the hills have eyes.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yeah.
So about the Chicago dog.
Government's coming for me. If I die, you know why.
Man, that drone's gonna be flying over here any minute.
It's not the dogs, I'll tell you that.
Right? They're like, she exposed us.
Okay, let me ask a question.
Yes.
I'm looking at both ends of this hot dog, and they both present something different. How do you decide which end to go for?
Okay, this was actually, I think, it was
That
either,
can relate to a lot of different experiences.
man, I really got to play into the girl eating phallus-shaped objects when I do this because I'm like,
Yeah.
I know. It's hard. There is one in this Doggy Max episode that I did for my first one where I'm like, I don't know where to go in at this. Honestly, I look for, his hot dogs definitely hit tip to tip on the bun, but I look for where I see most meat poking out.
Okay.
Because I really want a bite of the meat.
Same.
But
Checks
I guess
out.
it just kind of depends on, I'm right-handed. So my first instinct, for whatever reason, is to eat like this. So I feel like a lefty might eat is anyone a lefty? No? Okay, well,
No.
my first instinct is to eat it like this. But not like
I like the pickles on this. I have some THC pickles.
What?
What?
My
How the hell have you never given me any?
Well, I made some, what do you call those, Big Macs? Made some Big Macs with the THC.
A friend of a friend just recently said he made some Canna dogs, so
Oh.
for my THC friendly group, maybe.
I would be down to do an episode of that.
How have I eaten this much hot dog at this point of the day? I'm like, You guys know I haven't eaten all day.
You guys, I love this.
Mm-hmm. You love it?
Hot dogs. I'm here for it.
Boom.
This is still like a 4.2. Like the first dog was definitely my favorite. Maybe because I.
You think?
Oh yeah.
See, I think I'm a traditionalist. This one might be my favorite.
It's good.
Yeah.
It's very good.
It's got that yellow mustard. It's got the pickles and the relish and the... I don't know. How are you supposed to decide which one is best? You just keep eating?
Mm-hmm.
Whichever one you eat the most of, I don't know.
Yeah, pretty much. Okay.
Now I'm getting pretty full, so.
So what do we have to pair this Chicago after Cubs dog with?
Wild turkey.
It's gonna be after your liver here in a second.
Yeah. Wild turkey rare breed. So this is 116 proof.
I drink not this specific one, but I drank some wild turkey at a pool on an Air Force base once, and was I was not a cool mess. I'll say that.
A hot mess.
We put it in some water bottles.
Oh, it's probably either regular wild turkey or if
101.
you're trying to really get fucked up, 101.
That's what it was.
Wild turkey 101.
Mhm.
Which
Yep.
is so
And
great.
I should be near water drinking that because I can barely swim.
Well, I mean, like, I don't think anyone would recommend swimming after drinking. Just in general, it's a hazard and
Yeah.
Noted.
liability. But,
Yeah.
like, we
Don't
all
do it.
Yeah, at least not an hour or two. What's the recommended? Or is that eating?
That's
It's like you're
eating.
not supposed to swim within
So both.
30 minutes or something. I don't know.
No, so this is so Wild Turkey 101 is that's like one of my go-to for cocktails.
Okay.
Because you get like a boozy forward, but this rare breed is delicious. It's more like chocolatey to me.
It's going to be chocolatey,
Let's get some water
caramely.
on the breath.
It's going to be,
Mississippi water.
yeah.
Mississippi River water.
This one's going to be a high proof. So
Okay.
if you want to sip it naturally, do it. If you want to add water, don't hesitate to do that.
Okay. Don't tell me what y'all taste yet. I want to find a taste in this before
Okay.
y'all.
You
So I'm
do
not
it.
influenced.
All right. See if you can pick up anything on the nose before you taste it. Okay, we're going for a hot dog scent.
There's nothing related to a hot dog on this.
That's fair.
No, I just smell whiskey.
I love that. It smells like alcohol.
That's fair.
It's a hard hitter, so that
Yeah.
makes sense.
I like those videos where like the couples ask each other really uncomfortable questions and everybody like they stare at each other while they answer. That's what I feel like.
Like Tony's sipping it, we're like, what do you got?
I taste something sweet at the end, but when I
Ooh,
first
okay.
drink it, I don't taste anything.
So that was your first sip?
Yeah.
Okay.
Take another one.
Give it a second, and then sip it
Second
again.
Go around.
Okay, well, that's new.
Nothing.
Nothing? It's got a lot of heat. A lot of heat.
Yeah.
Feeling that heat in the undercarriage.
I think of like, you just had a baby. This is what we're gonna drink to celebrate. It's a boy.
Let's dive.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's hot. It is. Things that get up in this proof, they take a minute to get acclimated to. They're going to be hot. They're going to be hard to swallow. They call it a Kentucky hug if it burns as it goes down.
Okay.
I like the higher proof ones. So apparently this is like a little science fun fact for you guys.
Yeah.
Women have more ability to taste
Okay.
than men.
I quit smoking and it's still not working for me.
Okay, we'll get you there. You'll get there. It's okay. So what happens is like the lower proof with Angel's Envy, like if you're into whiskey and bourbon, with the lower proof, women have a harder time picking out specifics, whereas men have an easier time picking out specifics because it's lower proof. But
Simple.
as you get higher proof, women tend to be able to pick up different notes better.
So more taste buds, right? Yeah. Jimmy Russell used to bring like.
And Jimmy Russell is the family who owns Wild Turkey.
Is this
which
the
is
the
same?
Russell family.
Is this the same Jimmy who cracked corn that we don't
Maybe.
care about?
Yeah, the song, the Jimmy Crack.
Yeah. Is this the Jimmy that cracked corn?
I don't know. Maybe.
I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know about the song.
I don't either, but
I do know what song you're talking about.
Do you?
It's like, yeah, it's like a rhyme.
Jimmy
like
Crack Corn, I don't care.
Jimmy Crack, yeah.
Okay, well, I'm living under a rock.
Cool. Yeah, I knew like weird rhymes when we were
Yeah.
kids, you know. It's like when you used to do like this kind of shit too. I don't know. That's not in
I went to
combination.
an all-girls Catholic school, so like
I
knew
lived in the
nothing.
county, so I don't.
No.
You didn't even live here,
No.
but yeah. Anyway, but
So Jimmy Russell.
Jimmy Russell, yeah. So he used to bring this whiskey with him on his hunting trip every single year. If it was a turkey hunting, and the guys kept asking him to bring it back over and over again, eventually he ends up making wild turkey out of it. Is it? Who else was the brand ambassador? The actor.
Matthew McConaughey.
Yeah, Matthew McConaughey. was
So
somehow
Long
involved.
Branch whiskey.
Oh, Long
Long
Branch.
Branch.
That's
It's like the
yeah.
weird bottle, and it says Long Branch on it. Matthew McConaughey. That's his like celebrity bourbon, and it's made by Wild Turkey.
Yeah.
Okay. Every celebrity's got a turkey. Got a whiskey.
Yeah.
Or
Matthew
got some alcohol.
Yeah.
Who was Ryan Reynolds did Aviation Gin for a while.
Oh, really?
Oh,
Jay-Z has like a cognac or something out there.
P. Diddy's Ciroc, right? Is it P. Diddy?
Snoop Dogg did the wine.
Yes, the one that
Oh,
Nine
Jamie
Crimes one.
Foxx. Jamie Foxx just bought brown sugar bourbon.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I'm going to
I'm sorry.
You would think I never ate before. I ate like more than everyone did.
She really did. Her plate's like
I'm
almost
not
gone.
done yet.
We're just
This
we're
checks
chilling.
out. This checks out. I'm like, why can't I lose weight? I eat paleo all the time. Yeah, because you eat like for 4 fucking people.
Well, I eat hot dogs once a week, so
Portion
you know,
size. Portion size.
I'm still hungry though.
I'm on the
That's
hunt
the
for a
thing.
personal trainer / plastic surgeon who would like to sponsor me in this series.
I've got a good plastic surgeon, but I don't know if they're sponsoring. Anyone.
Sponsor me for one tummy tuck, and I'll get you 20 clients.
Interesting.
Boom. So
Do it.
we've ran through 3 hot dogs,
Yeah.
3 whiskeys, 1 hungry dog.
She's so pathetic.
I would love to do an episode where it's just her and Jack watching us eat hot dogs. Like, they've got to stay strapped down, but watching us eat hot dogs. Because Jack is the same way. Jack's just like, he's a crier.
It's ridiculous.
What's that video? I love you and I miss you. That's Jack. But he wants my hot dogs.
Rude. They're not for sharing.
Nope.
Final thoughts on the hot dogs.
Yeah, the
Final
first,
thoughts on the experience.
Oh, the first one was my favorite.
Yeah. That cream cheese just sealed it for me.
Why? It was sans cream cheese, but like it was still.
Can you imagine it with cream cheese though?
I don't even remember what cream cheese tastes like, but
Oh, wow.
yeah, it's been a long time.
What a life you live.
84 years.
I'm so excited to be here. I'm so happy that we did this.
Me too.
I love hot dogs.
I'm here for all this. Hot dogs and whiskey.
Weenies and whiskey.
On a Wednesday.
On a damn, double dubs.
Wait, can we make this a recurring
triple
situation?
dubs. I'm like double.
Yeah,
Triple dubs.
like every.
Let's make this
month,
a-
every
this?
month.
Can we make this a special, Chuck?
Weenie Whiskey Wednesdays.
Weenie Whiskey Wednesdays once a month. Coming to you. Can we do it as a live stream?
Oh, yeah.
Ooh. He's nodding his head. Yeah.
He's like,
all right.
absolutely not. That's too much work.
As long as I can cuss, I have unlimited privileges.
Yeah, I have a few viewers who watch it with their children, but not very many. But also at this point, they've seen so many episodes, they see the suggestiveness. So they're either like,
Your bra was out, my boobs are always out.
We're
So,
literally
like,
licking
yeah.
hot dogs.
yeah,
Yeah.
I guess that is mostly a wrap.
Yeah. What did you? Which one of the whiskeys was your favorite?
The one that tastes like whiskey?
Do you have a favorite?
I don't know,
If
like
not,
this one, I definitely think I can see like I see why you say like this one's like an entry level one because it's
Starter.
not as like potent. It's not like in your face.
Yeah.
But this one, like I really would, like how I said before, I would drink it on some ice.
yeah.
And I could probably live with it.
Yeah.
So, which was this one?
Weller Special Reserve.
Weller's.
Wheeler.
Weller's was the winner.
Wheeler. Weller and a Seattle dog. I think those are the top, yeah?
Mm-hmm.
I think we're in consensus.
Okay.
Yeah, it's good stuff.
Don't forget to go subscribe to this channel as well if you're watching it. You guys, I did not take a second job so that I could commit time to this. I'm going to get real serious right now because I got a toothache and I need my wisdom tooth pulled. So subscribe.
Any dentist out there?
Dentist willing to sponsor a tooth pull for hot dogs.
For free hot dogs.
We got hot dogs and we'll throw in some whiskey.
Let's
get Tony's tooth fixed.
I need a tooth pulled.
That's
also,
all. You're not going to be able to get the shot. They're going to just shoot you back with whiskey and rub it like you're a 1-year-old infant. You'll be fine, honey.
It's okay.
Exactly.
Just give her some whiskey.
So subscribe. Let's monetize this channel. I know y'all want to go see me eat hot dogs worldwide. Like,
yes.
I want to be the
50 dogs in 50 states.
We need it.
I
you
support
want
this.
it. We're here for it. So go subscribe. Go follow social media. Hey, sweet girl. This dog thinks so too. And
She's like, I know there's hot dogs left.
Be sure to tune in.
Between the buns.
Boom.
Between the buns.